Hi, boys and girls. Today is our last lesson with Topic 6. We are doing a review of all of Topic 6. This is the Topic 6 assessment in your workbook. It's page 383. It's not your real test. We're just using this as a review sheet. Alrighty, so we're going to start with number 1. Number 1 says, would you regroup to find each difference? Choose yes or no. So when we do this, we need to look at the ones place of each number. So in the first equation, I have 45 minus 8. I need to look and see if the second number is greater than the number in the ones place before it. So is 8 greater than 5? Yes, it is. So you would have to regroup. I would choose yes. Let's do the same for 51 minus 9. I look at 1. I look at 9. Is 9 greater than 1? Yes, it is. You would have to regroup. 77 minus 6. We look at the 7. And we're going to look at 6. Is 6 greater than 7? No. Nope, 6 isn't greater than 7, so we would circle no, we wouldn't regroup. And the last one, 83 minus 4. We look at 3 and 4. Is 4 greater than 3? 4 is greater than 3, so we would have to regroup. So if you need help and if this way doesn't show you whether you have to regroup or not, set it up like this. So you'd write 45. Sorry, the pen I usually use isn't working, so I need to do it like this. 45 minus 8. So if you set it up like this, like normal, you would be able to see whether or not you have to regroup. 8 is greater than 5, so you would have to regroup. So if you're ever stuck on ones like that, you could just write it out like this. Number 2, Sam has 74 books. He puts 28 books on a shelf. How many books are not on the shelf? To find out that missing part, how many are not on the shelf, we need to subtract. When we subtract, we always have to start with a greater number. We can add in any order, but we can't subtract in any order. So I'm doing 74 minus 28. I have to think, is 8 greater than 4? 8 is greater than 4, so I'm going to have to regroup. I cross off 7, it becomes 6. It's 110 less. And since we're taking 110 away, we're giving it to the 4, so 4 becomes 14. Now I can easily subtract. 14 minus 8 is 6. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So there are 46 books not on the bookshelf. You could always pause if you need to. Now I'm on number 3. Number 3 says Ryan has 46 marbles. John has 4 fewer marbles than Ryan. Then John gives 9 marbles to his friend. How many marbles does John have now? Well, to find out how many John has now, we need to find out how many he had to begin with. So what I know in the beginning is that Ryan has 46, and I know John has 4 fewer than Ryan. I don't know how many John has, but I know it's 4 less than 46. So my first step is to do 46 minus 4. That's step 1. And it's my favorite kind of problem, regular old subtraction. 6 minus 4 is 2. And 4 minus nothing is 4. So that means John had 42 marbles. Now the second part. John gives 9 marbles to his friend. So now how many marbles does John have? So I know he started with 42. So now I need to take 9 away because he gave 9 to his friend. So 42 minus 9. Draw my boxes in case I have to regroup. And I have to see, is 9 greater than 2? Yep, it is. I can't take 9 away if I only have 2. So I need to cross off 4 and make it a 3. And cross off 2 and it becomes a 12. Catch up with me. Feel free to pause if you need to. 12 minus 9 is 3. And 3 minus nothing is 3. So John has 33 marbles now. So that would be B. I am going to let you do some on your own, but I'm just doing this first page with you. Number 4. A ship has 68 round windows. The ship also has 16 square windows. 7 of those windows are broken. How many windows are not broken? So my main question is to find out how many windows are not broken. I know 7 of them are, but let me think. Do I know how many windows I have altogether? Well, I know I have 68 round ones, and I know I have 16 square ones, but I don't know how many that is altogether. So my very first step is to find out how many windows there are in all. So that means I need to first add 68 plus 16. 68, sorry for my handwriting, plus 16. That looks like a B. It's 68. Now I have to do some addition. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 goes in the tens, and 4 goes in the ones. And then I add up my tens. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So there are 84 windows in all on this ship. Now, I need to find out how many weren't broken. I want to find out how many are still together. Now, to figure that out, I need to take away what I know. I need to take away that 7 because those 7 windows are the ones that are broken. So if I take away those 7 windows that are broken, I'll be left with my windows that are not broken. So 60, so I start with my new number, 84. That's how many windows there are. 84 minus 7. Add your boxes. I can't do 4 minus 7, so you need to regroup. 8 becomes 7. 4 becomes 14. Now I can subtract. 14 minus 7 is 7. And 7 minus nothing is 7. So your answer would be 77 broken windows that are not broken. Feel free to pause and catch up if you need to. The next page, I'm going to have you do number 5 by yourself. It's another one where you have to say whether or not you have to regroup. So it says, choose all of the problems that you will solve by regrouping. So you need to look at the ones and see if you need to regroup or not. I'll do number 5 on your own. Number 6, I'll do this one with you quickly. You might not see one like this on your test. It says Ben wants to find 54 minus 18. How can he regroup 54? So they're asking in 50, oops, when I do 54 minus 18, what is that 54 going to turn into? Because I do have to regroup. So you could write this out with me, 54 minus 18. Then let's look. 8 is greater than 4, so you have to regroup. So we're regrouping 54 into 4 tens, and that 4 would get crossed off and become 14, and 14 ones. So which one would that be? Right here, B. So when you see a problem like this, you may or you may not see one like this on your test. When they want you to know how can you regroup the number 54, I want you to set it up like this. Set the problem up, cross off your 5 and your 4, like you're going to regroup, and your answer is going to be the numbers in the boxes up here, 4 tens and 14 ones. I'm going to let you do number 7 by yourself. I will read it to you. Number 7 says, Jason has 86 photos in his computer. That's our whole. He has 86 photos. He deletes 61. How many photos are left? You can go ahead and solve that one, and you could use this frame here to help you. Whoa, did not mean to do that line. Let's look at number 8 now. You will see a couple problems like number 7 on your test, and you will see one like number 8 on your test as well. Claire has 53 beads. Grace has 26 beads. Bella has 39 beads. How many fewer, that word fewer tells me I'm subtracting. How many fewer beads does Bella have than Claire? All right. So I need to use Bella and Claire. So Claire has 53 beads. Bella has 39 beads. Grace has 26 beads. Did they say anything in my question about that girl, Grace? Nope. They didn't say anything about Grace. They're using Grace to try to trick you, so I would cross her off. If the name is not in the question, cross it off. That's just some extra information. So I want to know how many less Bella has. Remember, when you subtract, you always have to put that greater number on top. So we need to do 53, that's how many Claire has, minus 39. And I'm sure you could probably write a lot neater than I am right now. And then we go to it just like we know how. 9 is greater than 3, so we have to regroup. 5 gets regrouped to a 4. 3 gets regrouped into 13. Now I can do my regular old subtraction. I can subtract because I have enough ones. 13 minus 9 equals 4. And 4 minus 3 is 1. So Bella has 14 fewer beads than Claire. Feel free to pause here if you need to. Here's another one where you have to do, think about which one you need to regroup. Circle the problem you will use regrouping to solve. Then explain how you know. I want you to do this one by yourself. Which one are you going to have to regroup for? 54 minus 23 and 82 minus 44. Remember, you're looking at the ones. If the second number in the ones is greater than the first, then you have to regroup. And then I want you to write in your own words why. Think about why we have to regroup. We have to regroup if there's not enough, what? If there's not enough 10s or if there's not enough 1s. So you are going to circle whichever one you have to use, and you're going to tell me there are not enough blank. Number 10. A book has 72 pages. Dan reads 38 pages on Monday. He reads 26 pages on Tuesday. How many pages does Dan have left to read? Which pair of equations can you use to solve the problem? Now, we've seen problems like this before. We've seen it on our work. We've seen it on a quick check. So we need to see which pair of problems could we use to answer this word problem. So the book has 72 pages in all. We know that. What we don't know is how much he read altogether so far. So that's going to be the first step. I know he read 38 on Monday and 26 on Tuesday. So step one is to find out how many pages he read altogether. So you're looking for an equation that has 38 plus 26 first. Let's see. B doesn't have that, and D doesn't have that either. So let's cross that off. Nope. Actually, C doesn't have it either. But let's just wait and make sure we're right. So if we were to add 38 plus 26, we would get 64. That's how many pages he read on Monday and Tuesday. Now we want to know how many pages does he have left to read. So we would have to do 72 minus 64. Now, can you see an equation that has 38 plus 26 and 72 minus 64? I see one. It would be A. Okay, number 11. I'm going to do part A with you, and I'll let you do part B by yourself. Part A, subtract. Write the missing part in the bar diagram. Remember, it's a part, a whole. So let's see, 24 minus 16. I'm going to draw my boxes up here because they didn't give them to me. I can't do 4 minus 6 because 6 is greater than 4, so I have to regroup. 2 becomes a 1, 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 6 is 8, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So our answer is 8. That's the missing part. Oops. We're going to write 8 in here. Now, B says, which addition equation can you use to check your answer? Remember, to check your answer, you want to add your two parts together so it can equal your whole. So you do that by yourself. Which one of these equations shows how you would check your work? Alrighty. The last two we're going to do are 12 and 13. We're not going to do 14. Number 12 says, Peter collects 54 stamps. He gives 29 stamps to Ruth. How many stamps does Peter have now? Show the problem using the bar diagram or your part whole math and write a question mark for the unknown number. Then write your equation. I'm going to have you do this by yourself, friends, because you're going to see a couple problems like this on your test. So Peter collects 54 stamps. He gives Ruth 29. So how many stamps does he have in all? He has 54. So 54 it just might be your whole. And the one part you know might be 29. We want to find out after he gives 29 to Ruth, how many does he have left? And if you're doing this and you see, ooh, I'm not really sure, this is a hard one, I want you to make a note of that. We will go over exactly how to do this together, but maybe this type of problem is one you should study tonight. And number 13. Match each number from the cards to a missing number in the problem. Write the missing numbers. Okie dokie. So 53 minus 8. We just need to use these three numbers to fill in the blanks here. They started it for us, so I'm going to cross off that 5 just to help me out a little bit. 5 became a 4, and we're regrouping because 8 is greater than 3. And 3 is going to become a what? 3 will be 13. So you would write 13 here. And then we got to subtract. 13 minus 8 would be 5. And 4 minus nothing is 4. So that answer would be 45. I like those kind. Now I said we're not going to do 14. If you want, you could try it. It says find 72 minus 38. Use any strategy you want to solve. On your test, you won't have to do any writing because there's not room for you to do writing on the test online, but you will do a lot of subtraction. So if you want to do number 14, it would be a good idea just to practice. You could do regrouping, you could do breaking apart, a number line, whatever you want, but that one's optional. Okie dokes, I'll see you on Zoom to go over this.